Rift on Ukraine. Macron and Trump vow to work together. On February 24, 2025, French President Emmanuel Macron and U.S. President Donald Trump met at the White House to discuss the ongoing war in Ukraine. The meeting aimed to address their differing views on the conflict and find a common strategy for peace. While both leaders expressed a willingness to work together, key disagreements remained, particularly on aid contributions and the approach to ending the war. Pushing for peace and security guarantees. President Trump was optimistic about resolving the war quickly, stating that a peace deal could be reached within weeks, if handled properly. He revealed plans to invite Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky to Washington soon to finalize an agreement that could involve resource sharing between Ukraine and the U.S. Trump also suggested a similar arrangement with Russia regarding rare earth minerals. Additionally, he claimed that Russian President Vladimir Putin was open to allowing European peacekeeping forces in Ukraine. On the other hand, President Macron emphasized that any peace deal must include strong security guarantees for Ukraine. He acknowledged that Europe was ready to deploy peacekeeping troops but stressed that U.S. support would be crucial to making these guarantees credible. Macron stated, "We have committed to building a lasting peace. As Europeans, we are ready to play our part in ensuring Ukraine's security." Dispute over aid contributions. One of the most significant points of contention between the two leaders was financial aid to Ukraine. Trump argued that the U.S. had provided much more aid than Europe, with European contributions primarily consisting of loans rather than direct assistance. Macron pushed back against this claim, stating that Europe had provided around 60% of the total aid, including loans, guarantees, and grants. He insisted, "We provided real money, not just loans." This disagreement reflects a broader debate over the financial burden of supporting Ukraine. Trump has frequently criticized European nations for not contributing enough, while European leaders argue that their aid is substantial and essential for Ukraine's survival. Economic considerations and trade relations. Economic issues also played a role in the discussions. Trump mentioned that the U.S. was negotiating with Ukraine to gain access to its natural resources as a form of repayment for American aid. He expressed hope that a formal agreement would be signed during President Zelensky's upcoming visit to Washington. Trade relations between the U.S. and Europe were another topic of discussion. Trump proposed reciprocal tariffs to counterbalance the European Union's value-added tax (VAT). He suggested imposing a 20% tariff on European goods, stating, "Whatever they charge us, we're charging them." Macron, however, remained cautious about escalating trade tensions between the two allies. Diplomatic challenges and global reactions. The Trump-Macron meeting came amid growing concerns about the U.S. position on Ukraine. Recently, the U.S. voted against a European-backed United Nations resolution condemning Russia's invasion, aligning itself with Russia, North Korea, and Iran. This decision has raised doubts among European allies about America's commitment to a unified stance against Russian aggression. Despite these tensions, both leaders reaffirmed their commitment to working together on a peaceful resolution. Macron warned against any peace deal that might be seen as a surrender of Ukraine's interests, emphasizing the importance of maintaining Ukraine's sovereignty. Conclusion. The meeting between Macron and Trump highlighted the complexities of resolving the Ukraine conflict. While both leaders agree on the need for peace, their differing views on aid, economic interests, and diplomatic strategy pose significant challenges. Moving forward, a coordinated effort will be necessary to align U.S. and European policies, strengthen Ukraine's security, and ensure a fair and lasting resolution to the war.